Hey guys, welcome to Mid-Coast Family.
I'm Sheila.
No, he's not. I was going to say I'm Matt.
I'm Sheila. I'm not.
I'm Sheila Hale, and this is Matt Hale. And this is the back seat of our car with all of our kids' junk.
Well, this is the front seat of the car.
I said that's the back seat of the car.
Oh. So, our topic of conversation today is a Disney cruise. Is it worth it? What is that?
That's my cruise.
That's a cruise? No, that would be the ship, not the cruise.
But they play something different. Anyway, yes. We just recently went on a cruise. We went on a Disney cruise and
To where?
In January to Cozumel. We live in Houston, Texas, and so
We went out of Galveston,
we went out of
Texas.
Galveston.
Yep.
And it was a 4-night, 5-day. For my 30th birthday, which I'll be turning 30 in May.
Yep.
And so Matt got me this gift for my birthday and had planned it like a year in advance.
But almost, yeah. I think it was in May. Actually, on your 29th birthday, I had booked the trip.
So he was planning and kept a secret the whole time from me. Anyway, he gave it to me on Christmas. And I knew a little bit maybe about us going, kind of. Because
Well, I accidentally left the envelope of the baggage tags out, and she asked, "What's that?" So she knew. So, but more than the details at which we got to going on the cruise, the stakes were high. There was a lot of expectations of how it would be. So, how did the cruise fit to your expectations?
Well, okay, what was our cruises?
It was the
boat
Disney
thing?
Wonder.
The Disney Wonder. Okay. We follow a lot of Disney vlog things. And so I thought I had seen this one, but I hadn't, this boat. So that turned out really well. Matt actually kept me from like researching anything about the boat.
I said, I got it. So let me handle everything.
I got it. More like that. Not
way,
like, I got it.
That way everything is, just new.
A surprise.
Yeah.
Yeah. So one thing that I knew that I really liked about going on the boat was, because we are like big fans of Disney, and you will know and see that throughout the rest of our channel. But I knew that it was going to be like magical and just top notch and stuff. So one of the really cool things about it was when you go on, they like ask you what your name is, and then they're like, the Hale family, and everyone claps as you enter the atrium and
Nobody else cares, but we did.
But we're like, yes, we are.
What was the experience in the very first day?
Well, I thought we were gonna say like, is it worth it, and then go back through this.
Oh, okay. Is it worth it?
So I've been on other cruises. Matt's been on another one. I've been on 2 cruises. Well, no, I've been on 3 cruises, including this one, and then I'll be going on a 4th one actually on Monday. And so it's been interesting being able to compare. For me, my personality, I am extroverted and want to go and always try new things. For Enneagram people, I am a 7. I'm always wanting to experience everything. And so it's an expensive trip. It costs like $3,000.
A lot.
And when you
Way
pay
too much.
for like another cruise, you can go a lot cheaper if you go on Carnival or whatever.
Yep.
So for me, the overall experience, I would much rather go to the parks, like go to Disney World, stay there for however many days, have a meal plan, and also stay on resort. And we could have done that for the same price, basically.
A little bit less, but
A little less. And the reason why is because I wanted more like Disney experience and interaction and activities. And for adults, we're just grown-up children. For us, there were a lot of activities out. I'd read through the itinerary because they give me an itinerary, and there'd be all these fun activities, and then it would say, oh, it's for the children, or oh, it's for the teenagers.
So everything Sheila wanted to do was all listed in the kids section. Be like, this is what I want to do today. This is what I want to do today. Well, that's reserved for 13-year-olds.
Yes.
That's reserved for 10-year-olds.
But it was cool stuff. Like for Disney nerds, they had something in the high school teen thing was dress up in Haunted Mansion characters and do some sort of theme thing like that. I'm like, that would be so fun. And so to me, that was a bummer. There were other things that I really enjoyed, but I don't think it was. I would rather pay my money And I think it just depends on who you are, because Matt will give a different perspective. But I would rather pay my money for an experience at Disney World or Disneyland and over going on the cruise. And I'd rather pay a cheaper amount to go on the cruise and just chill and relax.
Do you think your expectations were too high?
I mean, it's hard because you know, I didn't see anything. I wasn't looking at anything prior to that.
So some of that excitement was taken away.
Well, no, I'm saying, like, because I didn't look for anything, I didn't know what was going on, you would think that my expectations would be lower. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And so I think I was pretty, like, level-headed about it. But at the same time, I was like, it's Disney, it's going to be awesome. They're going to have a lot of experiences. I wanted it to look different than a normal cruise. Like, I wanted the itinerary to look different than a normal cruise with the activities. Because normal cruises have bingo and trivia and, you know, shopping things. And that's what they had. I mean, they had the shows and the characters.
Which I think was worth.
The shows, hands down.
For her perspective, she would rather do the park and was more worth the money. I may prefer to do the park as well. But I actually think that it's worth the money in the sense that, say you spend $1,000 on the trip and the Disney cruise is $2,000. That's double the amount. However, a lot of things are catered to you. All the food is available to you as much as you want. People are waiting on you hand and foot constantly the whole time. Doesn't involve a lot of walking and waiting in lines. There's not really, I mean, you wait in line if you want to ride the water slide, which we did. So some of that stuff is a little more luxurious, and I guess it's all what you want to do out of the trip. So to me, it should cost that much if you're being waited on hand and foot, and to where you actually sleep there. You spend 24 hours times 4 there, or actually 5 in our case. I understand the worth of it and the expense of it. Other cruises are obviously much cheaper, but if you want the Disney experience, you know, it obviously comes with more cost. So I would lean more toward, is it worth it? It always depends on what you want out of a trip, but it was a little more worth it to me, and it was really worth it for our daughter, who's 5, and experienced the Oceaneers Club and the Oceaneer Lab, and I think that was well worth the trip. And if we ever did it again, it may be more of the family trip based on the kids rather than just on our experience, because I think she would have lived on that boat for forever if she could have chosen, and I might have too, because they had pizza anytime you wanted. Pinocchio's Pizzeria.
You know, whenever we talked about this with some of our family too, my sister-in-law asked about it because she really wanted to know, you know, from like the nerds of Disney, what the insider's perspective was.
What do you know?
I really loved the kids club for sure, the Oceaneers Club and Lab.
Yeah.
I mean, it was just an amazing experience. They had to wear a magic band when they came in. They'd scan in, scan out. We had to have a password, like a secret password for them to be able to come out, and you have to scan. And all around the room, you know, when we come in, we'd say, hey, you know, we want to get our daughter, and they're like, oh, she's in this room. And I'm like, how do you know that? And they had all these little things in the ceiling that tracks on their magic band.
Well, those also, if for whatever reason during the ship, if you lose your child, they can track where they are on the ship.
Like exactly, if an emergency too. Yeah. So that was really cool, and I love that. And I don't know how the clubs worked on any other boat, so I can't compare to that, but they were just always on it, and they had a lot of counselors. That was a great experience, and every time we woke up, she wanted to go in there, and then she wanted to stay. We would go and say like, hey Lily, we want to come take you to this, and she's like, no, I want to stay here. Which was cool. It gave her some independence. So for the parents though that want to just have their kids have a really great experience, do the shows together, do dinner together, that's perfect, because then the parents can relax. And they had a couple of really great 21 and over seating areas and lounging areas, and they had a whole pool, like a bigger pool than I've seen on the Carnival ships for 21 and over, and a bar, kind of like a swim up bar that you could go to. We never were able to do that.
We didn't get to take advantage of that stuff. So I think on another trip, maybe we would seek out those things more. And I think if we were to do the trip again, which I think we will do again, it just may not be for a long time because the cost is insane. If we were to do it again, I think our experience would be probably more positive. Some of that Christmas morning kind of feeling will be kind of gone, and then we're just kind of like
I think,
enjoy it for what it is.
I think having the mentality of going in to go relax, you know, but that's not how my Disney experiences are. My Disney experiences are going and experience all the new rides and all the stuff, and eat all the fun things.
Foods.
Yeah, but
so what's the final conclusion to this whole?
To me, it's not worth it for myself personally.
Do you think it could be worth it to you one day?
That's a big question. I would not say for us to spend the money on it. I would say to spend the money on a normal cruise.
Where I would say we should do it again one day.
Yeah. For things like relaxing, it's going to be worth it for you because it's just
boom,
really nice.
Relax.
And then the other thing is it's a very clean, like all the parks, it's a very clean place. They had hand washing stations everywhere.
Yeah.
And even
Clorox
more
wipes.
than other ones. Yeah. And then the small attention to details for the kids was huge.
Kids.
So anyway, that's what I'd say.
West Coast, Mid Coast.
That's it. What's gonna be our wrap up?
So if you go on a Disney cruise, have fun. If you want to go to the parks, have fun. If you want to go hang out at a local park and jump into the garbage and find something to eat, do that.
That sounds so bad.
It's a lot cheaper. Is it worth it?
No.
Yes.
This is our personalities.
Yep.
Well, thank you so much for liking. Yeah, we hope you liked it. Thank you for watching.
Thanks for watching.
And hit the like button. And we hope you subscribe because then you can watch us more.
And probably we'll do some fun stuff too rather than just talking. So let's do that.
Fun.
Okay. We're fun.
We're fun.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.